Introduction. In the heart of the bustling metropolis known as Valenbrook, where the relentless rhythm of city life dictated the dreams and aspirations of its inhabitants, there lived a young woman named Jane. Jane, a vision of ambition and promise, stood at the crossroads of her life, poised on the precipice of a decision that would forever alter her course. Her journey was not one of myth and fantasy, but rather a poignant and realistic tale that resonates deeply with the experiences of many individuals striving to make their mark in the world. Jane's story, The Unforgiving Crossroads, is a tale woven from the threads of everyday existence, where the choices we make lead to both triumph and tragedy. This narrative does not unfold in the realms of make-believe or within the confines of fairy tales, but instead, it unfolds in the tangible realm of reality, where everyday English vocabulary encapsulates the essence of Jane's struggles, triumphs, and poignant revelations. In the grand scheme of her life, Jane faced a quintessential dilemma that many of us have encountered: the perpetual tug-of-war between career aspirations and personal happiness. A young and talented architect with dreams as vast as the city skyline itself, Jane found herself at a critical juncture. On one hand, a prestigious job offer beckoned with promises of opulence, respect, and grandeur, but at the expense of her personal life and well-being. On the other, a more modest opportunity hinted at work-life balance and a chance to savor life's simpler joys. As Jane pondered the monumental decision before her, she navigated the treacherous waters of ambition and the compelling allure of professional success. As the chapters of her life unfolded, they revealed the stark realities of the choices we all must make. Choices that have the power to transform our lives and expose the fragility of our humanity. As Jane stepped further into the tumultuous waters of her chosen path, we witnessed her transformation from an ambitious young architect with stars in her eyes to a formidable force in the world of architecture. She designed majestic skyscrapers, secured accolades, and etched her name in the annals of her industry. Yet, like many who journey along the precarious road to success, Jane found herself drifting away from the relationships, simplicity, and genuine joys of life that once colored her world. Jane's story is a cautionary tale, a poignant reminder that success is a multifaceted gem whose glitter can sometimes blind us to the profound riches of life that we unwittingly cast aside. The narrative takes us on a journey through the complex web of human emotions, ambition, isolation, and the insidious erosion of relationships, all interwoven with a captivating and heartrending realism. Her tale also serves as a stark reminder of life's unpredictability and the harsh truth that we often recognize the value of our connections, and the moments we share only when it's too late. It's a story that transcends fiction, steeped in the humdrum of our daily lives, and an exploration of the morality that arises when we stand at our own crossroads, fraught with life-altering decisions. The Unforgiving Crossroads is an exploration of the triumphs, tribulations, and self-discovery of a woman who, like many of us, sought to balance her dreams of success with the unquantifiable richness of personal life. Jane's journey will resonate with anyone who has experienced the relentless pull of ambition, and the subsequent revelation that true happiness often lies in the simple moments we often overlook. This is a story about redemption, about finding one's way back to the people and passions that truly matter. It is a story that underscores the power of choice and the profound impact of those choices on the course of one's life.
Chapter 1: The Decision. The sun hung low in the sky, casting long shadows on the streets of Valenbrook, as Jane found herself standing at the precipice of a life-altering decision. She was a young woman in her late 20s, with a face that bore the determination of 1,000 dreams yet to be realized. Her journey, thus far, had been one of resilience and unwavering dedication to her chosen path. Jane had always known that she was destined for greatness, and the world of architecture was her canvas for those aspirations. 2 job offers lay before her like parallel universes, each beckoning with its unique set of promises and perils. The first offer came from a prestigious, glass and steel firm, renowned for its towering skyscrapers that seemed to defy the laws of physics. It promised her a substantial salary, a luxurious office with a view that could rival the most picturesque of sunsets, and the opportunity to work alongside some of the most revered architects in the field. The prestige that came with the job was undeniable, but it also bore a caveat, an unwritten contract that demanded absolute dedication, long working hours, and a life consumed by the art of building. The second offer, on the other hand, came from a smaller, up-and-coming architecture firm, nestled in a cozy corner of the city. It offered a lower salary, but it came with a promise of something Jane had scarcely known in her relentless pursuit of her career: work-life balance. The smaller firm recognized the value of time spent with family and the importance of nurturing a life outside the office walls. It was an opportunity to create, to learn, and to thrive in a nurturing environment, free from the high-stakes pressures that often accompanied corporate giants. In Jane's heart, the decision was not just about professional advancement. It was about a fundamental choice between ambition and personal happiness. The prestigious firm represented the allure of grandeur, the temptation of name and fame, the dream of magnificent structures that could become the landmarks of the city. It was the gateway to the world where she could establish herself as a luminary in the realm of architecture. The smaller firm, on the other hand, held the promise of something Jane had been slowly losing touch with: the simplicity of life's genuine pleasures. It offered her a chance to be there for her family and friends, to savor the simple joys of a weekend getaway, and to connect with the people and passions that made her who she was. The smaller firm's offer embodied the whisperings of her heart, beckoning her to choose a path that was not defined solely by ambition but by a pursuit of a more balanced, emotionally rich life. As Jane wrestled with her decision, the weight of her choice pressed upon her shoulders like an unrelenting burden. The decision that lay before her was not just about career trajectories, it was a choice that would shape her identity, define her relationships, and mold the very essence of her existence. Little did she know that the choice she was about to make would set the stage for a journey that would ultimately reveal the triumphs, tribulations, and enduring lessons of her life.
Chapter 2: The Allure of Success. In the cityscape of Valenbrook, where dreams often hung like the towering skyscrapers that adorned its skyline, Jane's choice had been made. With the ink barely dry on her employment contract, she embarked on a path that would come to define her for years to come. The prestigious firm's gleaming glass and steel headquarters became her new home, and the adrenaline-fueled rush of the bustling metropolis seeped into her veins. Jane was greeted by the allure of success, which glittered like a distant constellation on a clear night. The high-paying job she had chosen was not just an opportunity, it was a gateway to a realm of professional accomplishment she had longed for. Her new colleagues were luminaries in their own right, architects who had left an indelible mark on the city's architecture, and they expected nothing less from their newest recruit. From the very first day, Jane was thrust into a whirlwind of activity. Her desk in the opulent office overlooked a breathtaking view of the city, as if to remind her of the heights to which she aspired. The city's skyline stretched out before her, a testament to the possibilities that the world of architecture held. But it was not just about the view, it was about the challenge. The prestigious firm was renowned for its ambitious projects, for crafting skyscrapers that defied gravity, and for pushing the boundaries of architecture itself. Jane was now part of a world where her designs would shape the city's future. Each day, she found herself immersed in the ambitious projects that had once been the stuff of her wildest dreams. The long working hours became the norm as she sketched blueprints, attended meetings that went well into the night, and faced the relentless pressure that accompanied the pursuit of architectural excellence. The world of her dreams and the world of her reality had become one, indistinguishable from each other. The allure of success wasn't just about the paycheck or the accolades, it was about the intoxication of being at the center of it all. She saw her designs transformed from lines on a blueprint to tangible steel and glass marvels that seemed to touch the heavens. The city's skyline, once a distant canvas, was now her masterpiece, a testament to her ambition and talent. However, as the days turned into weeks and the weeks into months, Jane realized that this pursuit of success came at a cost she had not initially anticipated. The relentless pace and the long hours left her with little time for personal life. Her friendships became strained, and the moments of respite she had once cherished seemed to slip through her fingers like grains of sand. Her work was no longer just a job, it was a demanding and consuming lover that left little room for anything else. As she became more entrenched in her professional life, she noticed that her relationships outside of work had started to fray. Friends she had once leaned on now felt like distant memories, and her family was often relegated to voicemail messages and hurried Sunday afternoon visits. The allure of success was intoxicating, but it was also isolating, turning her journey into a lonely pilgrimage through the world of prestige and ambition. Chapter 2 unfolded the dichotomy of success in Jane's life, the grandeur and the glamour that had drawn her in and the isolation and detachment that accompanied it. It was a portrayal of the unrelenting pursuit of a dream that often left personal life in its wake, a reflection of the price one pays for climbing the ladder of success in a city that never slept.
Chapter 3: Isolation. In the labyrinth of ambition and professional success, Jane's life was spinning faster than ever before. The prestigious firm she had joined had become both her sanctuary and her prison, a place where dreams transformed into reality, but where she also found herself losing touch with the simpler joys of life. As weeks turned into months, Jane's relentless schedule began to take a toll on her physical and mental well-being. The high-stakes projects and the constant demand for perfection were slowly eroding her sense of self. The pressure she felt was not just external, it was self-imposed. Her desire to prove herself as a successful architect had turned into an obsession, pushing her to work long hours, weekends, and even holidays. She had sacrificed the balance between her professional and personal life at the altar of her career. Amidst the imposing skyscrapers she helped design and the accolades she received, Jane felt an increasing sense of isolation. The colleagues she had once admired from a distance now felt more like rivals, competing for recognition and the approval of their superiors. The atmosphere in the office had shifted from one of camaraderie to one of cutthroat competition. As a result, trust became scarce, and genuine relationships became a luxury she couldn't afford. Jane's personal life, which had once been a cherished source of support and happiness, now seemed like a distant memory. The bonds she had with her friends and family had weakened, strained by her constant absence and the emotional toll of her unrelenting pursuit of success. Phone calls from loved ones often went unanswered, and gatherings with friends became few and far between. Her once vibrant social life had been reduced to sporadic text messages and quick catch-ups that never seemed enough. Even in the rare moments of respite, Jane found it difficult to relax. The shadows of work, the deadlines that always loomed, and the insatiable desire to outdo her own accomplishments haunted her. Sleepless nights and constant stress became her companions, further distancing her from the world outside her professional realm. Jane's life had become an intricately woven web of stress, isolation, and unrelenting ambition. She had, in many ways, become a prisoner of her own success, locked within the ivory tower of her achievements, but separated from the real joys and connections of life. The isolation she felt was not just a physical separation, it was an emotional detachment from the very essence of what it means to be human, the relationships, the moments of happiness, and the warmth of personal connections. Chapter 3 portrayed the gradual but profound shift in Jane's life as the isolation resulting from her all-consuming career choices began to take its toll. It served as a stark reminder of the heavy price often paid for professional success, as genuine relationships and the simplicities of life slipped away into the background, leaving her alone in the world she had worked so hard to conquer.
Chapter 4: The Tragedy. In the heart of Jane's relentless pursuit of success, life delivered a harsh and unexpected blow. It was a fateful evening, much like many others, where Jane was rushing to meet an urgent deadline, her mind preoccupied with blueprints, deadlines, and endless to-do lists. The city lights illuminated her path as she raced through the bustling streets of Valenbrook, determined to meet the expectations of her prestigious firm. Amidst the cacophony of honking horns and the blurred cityscape, her phone rang with an urgency that cut through the chaos. The voice on the other end of the line carried the weight of a life-changing message. Jane's sister, her confidant and source of unwavering support, had been in a terrible accident and was in critical condition. Jane's world crumbled in an instant. The hospital waiting room, typically filled with families and hope, now felt like a vacuum of despair. Jane's heart pounded in her chest as she approached her sister's room, where monitors beeped rhythmically, a stark reminder of the fragility of life. Her sister's face was bruised and battered, her body wrapped in bandages, and her eyes, though open, seemed to gaze into an unknown abyss. Jane's sister uttered words that would forever haunt her, "You were never there for me." It was a whisper, but it carried the weight of a lifetime of missed moments, unanswered calls, and broken promises. In her sister's most vulnerable and painful moment, Jane had not been there. The guilt that washed over Jane was overpowering. She was tormented by the realization that her relentless pursuit of success had caused her to neglect the people who loved her the most. Her career had taken precedence over the bonds of family, and she had missed countless opportunities to be there for her sister in moments of joy and sorrow. The accident had laid bare the tragedy of her choices, leaving her with an irreparable rift in her heart and an overwhelming sense of remorse. As the days turned into weeks, Jane's sister's condition deteriorated, and she passed away, leaving Jane with a void that could never be filled. The tragedy was a harsh reminder that life is unpredictable, and the moments we take for granted can be taken from us in an instant. Jane's pursuit of success, which had once seemed all-important, now felt hollow in the face of this profound loss. Chapter 4 marked a pivotal moment in Jane's life, where tragedy struck with brutal force, forcing her to confront the consequences of her choices. It was a poignant reminder of the irreplaceable value of the relationships we hold dear, and the realization that the pursuit of success, when pursued at the expense of personal connections, can lead to profound and irreversible tragedies.
Chapter 5: The Wake-Up Call. Jane stood at the precipice of a life forever altered by the tragic loss of her sister. The weight of her sister's parting words, "You were never there for me," echoed in her mind like an unforgiving refrain. The pain of her sister's passing was a burden she would carry for a lifetime, a burden that had been imposed by the choices she had made in pursuit of success. The funeral was a somber affair, a gathering of family and friends who mourned not just the loss of a beloved sister, but also the transformation of the ambitious, driven Jane into a woman haunted by guilt and regret. The tragedy had left a gaping void in her heart, a void that had once been filled with the warmth of her sister's love and support. As Jane navigated the aftermath of her sister's passing, the realization that she could never turn back time weighed heavily on her. The regret she felt was a constant companion, a ghost that followed her in the lonely moments of her life. The glittering achievements in her career now seemed inconsequential when measured against the priceless moments with her sister that she could never regain. The wake-up call came like a thunderclap on a stormy night, shaking her to her core. Jane's relentless pursuit of success had come at an immeasurable cost, one she had been blind to in her quest for professional recognition. Her sister's final words had been a stark reminder that no amount of success, wealth, or prestige could replace the love and connection she had taken for granted. It was a moment of profound self-reflection. Jane realized that she had become a stranger to her own family, that her friendships had withered, and that her pursuit of success had distanced her from the very people who had once defined her world. The tragedy had peeled back the layers of ambition and revealed the hollowness that lay beneath. Determined to honor her sister's memory, Jane made a solemn vow to change the course of her life. She understood that it was not too late to mend the broken bonds and find a sense of balance between her career and personal life. The journey of self-discovery was a challenging one, but it was also a catharsis that allowed her to acknowledge her missteps, seek forgiveness, and chart a new path. In the wake of her sister's passing, Jane chose to let go of the prestigious job that had consumed her life. She sought out an opportunity that paid well enough to support her needs without overwhelming her with work. This new chapter in her life allowed her to spend quality time with her family, rekindle her friendships, and reconnect with the passions and interests that had once brought her joy. The wake-up call in Chapter 5 was a turning point in Jane's life, a moment of profound revelation that emphasized the importance of striking a balance between ambition and personal happiness. It was a stark reminder that the pursuit of success should never come at the cost of our most cherished relationships and the simple joys of life. Jane's journey of redemption was one that served as an inspiration for anyone who had, at some point, lost their way in the relentless chase for professional recognition.
Chapter 6: Redemption. Jane's journey of self-discovery and redemption began with a determination to reshape her life, to strike a balance that had eluded her during her relentless pursuit of success. Leaving behind the prestigious firm that had once been the center of her world, she embarked on a new path, one that prioritized personal well-being and meaningful connections. In her quest for redemption, Jane found a job that paid her a comfortable salary without demanding her every waking moment. The smaller firm she joined was more attuned to the needs of its employees, offering a work-life balance that allowed her to cherish the moments she had missed for so long. The stress and anxiety that had once been her constant companions gradually began to dissipate, replaced by a newfound sense of contentment. Jane's journey of redemption wasn't limited to her professional choices, it extended to her personal life as well. She made a conscious effort to reconnect with her family and friends, mending the broken bonds that had suffered during her quest for success. Her relationships, once distant and strained, began to flourish once more as she invested time and effort in nurturing them. The changes in Jane's life were not just about professional and personal choices, they also encompassed a deep shift in her perspective and values. She became an advocate for the importance of work-life balance, using her own experiences as a testament to the significance of maintaining one's well-being amidst career ambitions. Her story served as an inspiration to others who had found themselves caught in the relentless current of professional success, urging them to prioritize their personal lives and connections. Jane's redemption extended beyond herself, as she began to contribute to her community and help others find their own paths to balance and contentment. She volunteered for charitable causes, offering her architectural skills to projects that improved the lives of those in need. Her story and her actions served as a beacon of hope for those who had struggled to find equilibrium in their own lives. The journey of redemption was not without its challenges, and Jane encountered obstacles along the way. She faced moments of doubt, where the allure of the old path beckoned her with its siren call. The prestige and success she had once tasted tempted her to return, but the lessons she had learned and the tragedies she had endured kept her on the path of redemption. In the end, Jane's story was a testament to the transformative power of self-reflection and the resilience of the human spirit. Her journey from isolation and tragedy to redemption was a compelling narrative that highlighted the importance of striking a balance between ambition and personal happiness, and the realization that life's most precious moments are often the simplest.
Chapter 6 was a chapter of hope and renewal, reminder that it is never too late to seek redemption, to rekindle relationships, and to redefine the course of one's life. Jane's story was an inspiration for all who had, at some point, lost their way in the relentless pursuit of success and who sought to find meaning and fulfillment in the simple joys of life and the warmth of human connections.
In the end, Jane's story stands as a poignant moral lesson, a testament to the complexities of the human experience and the price one can pay in the pursuit of success. Her journey embodies the profound truth that transcends the boundaries of time and place, reminding us all that our choices shape not only our destinies but also the richness of our lives. It underscores the paramount importance of balancing ambition with personal life, urging us to navigate the often treacherous waters of professional success while never losing sight of the simple joys and meaningful connections that make life truly worthwhile. Jane's story reminds us that true success is not merely measured in the height of the skyscrapers we build or the number of accolades we amass, but in the depth of our relationships, the bonds we form, and the authenticity of our connections with others. The tragic twist in her journey serves as a sobering and profound reminder that life, with all its complexities and uncertainties, is unpredictable. It echoes the sentiment that the ticking clock of existence marches forward, irrespective of our aspirations or ambitions. In the end, it is the people we love, the moments we share, and the genuine connections we foster that illuminate the tapestry of our lives. It is in these moments that we find our truest purpose and the fulfillment that success alone can never bestow. Jane's story leaves us with the enduring message that success and personal happiness need not be opposing forces, but rather, can harmoniously coexist when we make mindful choices. It encourages us to reflect on our own paths, to question the balance we've struck, and to seek the equilibrium that ensures that our professional accomplishments do not come at the cost of our personal relationships and our own well-being. Her narrative underscores the invaluable wisdom that it's the genuine connections we nurture, the moments we savor, and the love we give and receive that ultimately define the success and fulfillment of our lives. Jane's journey, though grounded in realism, transcends her individual story and resonates as a universal tale of human aspiration, sacrifice, and redemption. It is a timeless reminder that in the grand tapestry of life, it is the connections we cultivate and the love we share that truly matter in the end.